You're lucky, Liz. It took me 20 years to get dry.
Oh, Duncan.
I think it's traditional to wait until after the procedure to give you these, but I just say screw it.
Oh, Duncan, they're beautiful.
They're perennial, so they'll come back every year.
In that case, I'll keep them forever. It's so good to see you.
Everyone at the croc pitched in. Well, except for Donnie. He says that store-bought gifts are just a load of BS, and he's going to actually make you something.
Well, I'm sure whatever it is, it'll be lovely.
Listen, I kept him on as a favor to some of my friends in the program, but you should just fire him, Liz. Just cut him loose. He's not a team player.
Well, I'm not manager yet.
Well, that's just a matter of getting you back on your feet and into your, ta-da, new uniforms.
New uniforms?
Corporate headquarters took an opinion poll, and it turns out that in the mind of John Q. Public, pilgrims are second only to Italians in terms of good food and nice big portions.
Well, what's so great about the Italians?
Exactly. We think we can beat them. The problem is our image. When people think pilgrims, they think stern and unforgiving.
So unfair.
That might have been the case in colonial Jamestown or whatever. But as far as Plymouth Croc is concerned, I like to say we're a pretty fun group of people.
You got my vote.
It's our image that's turning people away. It's just too dark and just too heavy. So the folks upstairs have decided to lighten things up a little bit. The new uniforms will be a pancake, toasty sort of color.
You mean the poncho and sombrero?
No, silly, the one on top of it, worn over the turtleneck t-shirt. The guys, of course, will wear pants, while the girls will have their choice of either shorts or skirt.
You don't mean that skirt, do you? Why, it's no bigger than a bed now.
It's a little on the short side, but customers like to see a little bit of leg. Studies show it improves the appetite for bacon.
Mr. T, I can't wear that. There's no way.
Sure you can, Liz. Have a little bit of confidence. I see a lot of women your age wearing this sort of thing.
It's not my age. I just can't.
Well, there's a special provision for the disabled, but as long as those legs of yours are real, you're going to have to go along with the program. What is this, Liz? Is this some sort of a religious thing? You're not a Muslim, are you?
No.
Oh, jeez.
I'm squeamish. I'm from Cluster Haven, Duncan.
Like those folks in the buggies? That's a good one, Liz.
Duncan, please, don't act like this. Not you.
I'm sorry, but squeamish? From Cluster Haven? Well, why didn't you tell me?
Well, no one ever asked. Seeing as it never got in the way of my job, I didn't think it was important to bring it up.
Is that why you wear the gloves when you work the register? And ride the llama?
To work? Yeah. There are a lot of things I can work around, Duncan, but a short skirt is absolutely out of the question.
Cluster Haven. That's a pretty big thing to withhold, Liz. I mean, a thing like that, it rules your life.
Well, don't you serve the shift with the group's serenity prayer?
That's different, Liz. I'm an alcoholic.
Great. So why don't you go out and celebrate your big promotion? Go out on the town with Conrad and the boys and have a nice big bottle of Lancers.
That is cruel, Liz. You know I can't have a drink, especially Lancers.
And I can't wear a short skirt. It's the same thing, Duncan.
The folks upstairs will not accept anyone not wearing the new uniforms. You'd be too much of a loose cannon. Listen, I think you have what it takes, but they...
Oh! There's that word again, but. You people use that word a lot, Duncan. We love you to death, but you sweat too much. You make a real great manager, but you won't wear a short skirt. Your llama's really cute, but he can't have an employee parking space.
What are you doing?
Don't you see, Mr. T? If I go along with this procedure, there'll only be more buts. And I'll go along until one day someone says, we'd love to keep you on, but you're getting too old. And all I'll have is a dry mini skirt and a plaque reminding me that once upon a time, I was Employee of the Month. I can face old age, Duncan, but not without my principles. Thanks for the offer, but I won't be needing the job or the leeches.
Well, I can't say I'm not disappointed, but I think I understand, Liz.
Yes, I think you really do understand, Liz.
Listen, I'll be coming back to the area once or twice a month, and I'd really like to stay in touch. I mean, I'd hate for this whole cluster haven business to get in the way of our friendship. So, how can I find you? Where will you be?
I don't know where I'll wind up, but I know where I have to go in the meantime, and they don't allow visitors. There was a time back when I thought I could just pack up and run away from my problems. But it's tough out here in the real world. Back at Cluster Haven, things stayed the same. The beards, the work, the furniture. But out here, things are different. One day, someone's a peanut, and the next thing you know, they're being deported for parking tickets. Beautiful, floor-length dresses are replaced by toast-colored miniskirts. And the people that you truly care about move off to the Quad Cities before you get a chance to tell them how much you love them.
Oh, Liz!
Changes are great when they're working in your favor, but it's a little rough when it's the other way around. A little too rough for me. In order to keep my faith, I have to roll the punches, and that means returning to the one place that never changes, and changing things there.
Well, how are you going to do that?
What's that AA phrase you have on your bumper?
Take it easy.
No, the other one.
You're only as thick as your secrets?
No. Okay. No, on your bumper where the tailpipe is on the left side of the bumper, just over the little rainbow.
One day at a time?
Exactly.
If I could go back in time, how different I'd be from that brash, headstrong young maverick, determined to make up for all his past failures. Things were going along just fine here at Cluster Haven. But oh no, I could do better, couldn't I? Stand aside, everyone. Here comes the golden boy, the tireless Daniel, the muscled Atlas, willing to lift the world up on his shoulders forever. And now that world has come crashing down. And all I can do, all any of us can do is gather what strength we've got left and bravely pick up the pieces.
Oh. Well, coming from you, it sounds almost possible. Oh, but I'm still just so terribly frightened. What's to become of us if we have to close down and go away? Well, and go where?
house and people say, there she goes, Sister Butterworth. Why, I've known her since she was a child. When I forget myself, when I'm thoughtless or wicked, they can remember a time when I wasn't. And they can put that memory toward the forgiveness I'm afraid I don't always deserve. They heed me out of duty to my parents, my grandparents, to the husband I've lost, to the hardships I've suffered and overcome. And they say, we know the stuff she's made. The forks and the spoons are of no consequence, Brother Brightfeet. The past is a different matter altogether. It protects me when strength and character fall short. I cannot bear the thought of losing it.
Well, this is a depressing group. Come now, let's get this over with.
Oh, Reverend, your prayer cushion.
They say that anything bearing an image of a cheese ball is highly collectible, especially amongst the homosexuals. Why do you suppose that is? Oh, I'm also putting this in there as well.
Reverend, your dovetail nesting. No, you can't.
Perhaps its absence will remind me of the grace and simplicity that I so thoughtlessly took for granted.
May your grace be a model to us all.
I can assure you that if and when we're forced to sell our land, my grace will be a model to no one. Come now, let's get this silver off the floor. The gentleman buying our mustard closets has expressed interest in the fireplace.
Oh, Reverend, please.
They're sending someone over, and I'd like him to have an uncluttered view.
An outsider? A homosexual? Wondering why I have property? Oh, in crisis, yes. But what happened to rules, to decency?
Ah! Here he is now. Welcome, friend. Brightbeak, let your visitor a seat, will you?
By all means. Here, rest your legs, traveler. Or stand if you'd like.
Perhaps you do not know it, sir. But decent men remove their hats whilst in a squeamish household.
If our visitor wishes to keep his hat on, I suppose it is of little consequence.
Like gaze at his. It chills me.
Quiet, woman, I think he's trying to say something.
Why, I think he wants me to grab his head, Reverend.
Then do it, man.
Brother, no! Or at least protect your hands from this. I've heard this is how they return people to their cause.
What? Sister Dunderstock!
What have you done to my kitchen? And what's a breakfast burrito? Well then, I sheared the llama and released him into the foothills, and I walked the rest of the way on my own.
So when did you first know you were a homosexual?
What is your fascination with that costume, Sister Butterworth? And for the last time, the woman is not a homosexual. Which still doesn't explain why you arrived in disguise.
Well, I wore the costume because it's waterproof and incredibly comfortable. But mainly, I wore it because I wasn't sure I'd be able to face you all in person.
And for good reason. You should be ashamed of yourself.
It was you I was ashamed of, Reverend. I thought we'd covered that.
To the best of my knowledge, lying is still a sin. Shouldn't you be ashamed of that?
Besides my saying that you looked well-rested, Reverend, I have told no lies.
Then what of the cheese ball recipe?
Yes, what about that?
Cheese ball recipe.
Now, I don't mean to accuse you of anything so base as lying, sister, but perhaps you forgot to mention something.
A half a pig and cream cheese, Gouda, crushed walnuts.
Yes.
It's all here. Did you remember to serve them at room temperature?
Well, of course we did. Now enough of this. I don't know your reason, but you've obviously been hiding something. Now I insist that
See? This is exactly what I'm talking about. You're always 12-stepping me before I get a chance to explain myself.
I'm not 12-stepping anyone, sister, but I know when I'm being misled. Now why is it that out of an entire parish of people, only you can make a cheese ball?
I don't know. My hands, my temperament, you tell me.
It's hardly that complicated a procedure, yet you expect us to believe that without you it simply cannot be done? Come now, Sister Dunderstock, what makes you so incredibly special?
Why, it's the rain on the nose on her face, Reverend. See, of course no one else can make the cheese balls. The secret ingredient is her sweat. Reverend, sister, taste for yourself.
This is all right. Effie, food.
Sister Butterworth, run fetch the cheese ball supplies and summon Sister Yarmouth from the giant master. I'll contact the distributors and let them know we're back to standards. Brightbee, go over to the meeting house and stop that sale. Which reminds me, my matchstick, my prayer cushion, the homosexuals won't be getting these. Sister Donderstock, fire up the kettle, will you? Sister Donderstock, there's work to be done. What are you doing?
It's a beautiful night out, isn't it?
Did you not hear me?
The stars are shining, and you can see the constellations quite clearly. Look, there's Orion, and Calpurnia, and the tip of Theseus. We used to sit on this very lawn and study them for hours. Do you even remember that, Joshua? Back when you called it the sky rather than the heavens. Back when you could look up at one thing without looking down at another. I remember this one time. Gosh, we were so young. Sister Lacey, the schoolmarm, remember her? She gave us this assignment to pick one thing that we loved, aside from God, and write 10 things that were wrong with it. You picked the moon. You said that it was conceited and judgmental, just plain mean. Gosh, I wanted to prove you wrong so bad. So one day, it was so hot out. So hot that one of the dormitories burnt down, and while everyone was off saving what they could, I took some melted cheese and formed it into a ball. And I thought, this is what the moon is really like. Round and perfect at the start, and then every day you carve off a little piece until it's finished. And then you replace it with a new one. I made those cheese balls to please you. And then to please God. That pleased me. Till I found out that I was going to whittle down to nothing. Put the moon in the sky, put a nice smoky cheese ball on the table, and people will notice when it's waiting. But that isn't the case, is it? I was chopping walnuts about 6 months ago when I asked myself, when did this happen? When did I begin to feel so empty and unimportant? And how is it that nobody's noticed until now? Not even me. Why is it, old friend, that I had to dress like a peanut in order to feel like a human?
If I remember correctly, Elizabeth, in talking about the moon, I was actually talking about myself. Mean, self-centered, judgmental. I've been honing those qualities for quite some time. On a more hopeful note, I believe I also said the moon would one day grow wiser. Wishful thinking, but that prophecy never quite came true, did it? I'd always wondered why Sister Lacey gave us that terrible assignment. Take the one thing you love more than anything else, and pick it apart bit by bit. Push it away until it's so small and weak that it can no longer tempt you. The thing I loved wasn't the moon, Elizabeth. It was you. And I've been pushing and picking ever since, haven't I? I know it's a little late to ask for forgiveness, but this old donkey would be extremely grateful if you could give him one more chance. Cheese balls or not, we need you, Elizabeth. And if there's anything I can do.
Well, I want you to rehire Miss Foxley. Institute casual dress-down Fridays. And put me back in charge of this year's chastity parade.
Done.
about messing with my dogs, and I said that's it. There's nobody messing with my dogs, you know.
Well, I had a llama once, but I don't know much about dogs.
Oh, I showed you the pictures, didn't I, Sister Elizabeth?
Oh, yes, you did. They're lovely. And Miss Foxley, please call me Liz.
Okay then, Liz. Well, that's 40 boxes of traditional and
38 of the smoky.
what? You're really making up for lost time, aren't you?
Well, I just get started a little earlier every day, and that gives me my afternoons free to work on the parade. I'm trying to work in a song this year, but I can't seem to get past la 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 la.
Well, that's Scotland. I guess next you need to find some words that rhyme with law, and then try to work in some kind of rhythm. But that's what the professionals do.